Hey guys, welcome back to Bayonetta. Last episode we completed chapter 13, which was basically the a boss segment against Cardinal Virtue of Prudence, and we basically made mincemeat out of him. It was not pretty. Basically, we fed him to the children of a giant spider. But in this episode, we're basically heading onto the Isla del Sol. And we're basically going there by missile. So, let's see what happens. So, this segment will pretty much just be consisting a lot of flying. It's basically like the racing segment. So, it's pretty smooth sailing. So, I just have to dodge most of these attacks. I usually just evade. However, that's not going to be entertaining. So, I'm going to try my best to actually attack these guys. I don't know. I might do decently as long as I pay attention. Whew. I love the graphics on the water though. It probably looks a little bit too oily, but I think it looks gorgeous against the moonlight. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh gosh. It's so annoying. I can't. It's very hard to see sometimes when you're moving around. Can I charge? Well, no, I can't. Alright, so every time you get hit, I mean, you're going to be able to replenish your missiles pretty easily. So I'll probably just use them. Although I'm going to try to save as much as I can for any more powerful enemies that there might be. Or for a large group that's huddled together. An intruder. Alright. So every verse is going to end with a very powerful fight, so... Now I believe you can actually use Wish Time here, but it's very hard to get off. And you should probably use the missile here to damage this guy. Whoa, 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 whoa. He actually can damage you, just be careful though. If you're careful, you should be fine. Wait, how did he damage me? Oh, he must have thrown a fireball or something. I don't know. I'm assuming. Could be wrong. Let's see. Okay, there we go. As we progress through each verse, it's gonna get much harder. So just keep that in mind. You also can't heal very easily here. There is a chance where you sometimes can get a magic herb dropping on you, but it's very unlikely. Try to memorize the patterns of each enemy. These enemies are a little bit more tougher because they each have their own unique patterns, and if they're all coming at you at the same time, it is very hard to dodge. Oh. Man, it's so difficult. Wait a minute. Oh, I can dodge to the left. Okay, that might actually help me out a little bit. Alright. I recommend using your torture attacks on the more powerful ones. And these guys try to take no damage because I believe these are the ones that heal you. But obviously if you take damage, it's not all that is pretty much worthless. Okay. Did they heal me? I have no clue. Wait a minute. Oh, that's a little girl. Okay. Luca is somehow in the back, barely holding on. I'm surprised that he's still holding on though. I mean, he's on a missile that Bayonetta converted into a kind of ship of sorts that she's controlling. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're still on the first verse? Oh, gee. I thought we were on the second one. I was actually thinking we were making progress. If you're wondering where I'm getting the fact which verse we are on, just look at the upper right hand corner. I believe there are 4 verses in this. So this actually does take a while. You can try to dodge this guy's attacks, but you're not going to really make too much progress, so try to use missiles while you're circling around him. Because missiles do auto aim. Ah, that is so cheap. I hate him. Get away from me. You actually might have to fight each of the virtues, now that I think about it. Like a version of them? Not a real version, but still. Okay, never mind. I'm not. I was trying to save as many magic gauges as I could, but I'll do that during the actual racing segments. You can also throw these things at them if you're in witch time. Sorry if I'm not talking too much. I woke up pretty ill today. Not exactly sure why. But I've been feeling kind of yucky, and I had to like do I took exercise. I guess did a couple of push-ups just to warm my body up a little bit. But it should be I should be fine as long as I keep my cool. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, that's so difficult. Okay. These guys you can one-shot with a missile, I believe. Let me see. I'm pretty sure you can. There we go. I don't know if you get an award if you... I mean, I guess if you want to get a very high ranking, obviously your goal will be to defeat each and every one of the angels, but not really my concern. There we go. These guys are getting easier and easier. Okay, I spoke too soon. There we go. And they're down. Oh well. Okay, not much to say about this chapter. I don't know what else I could talk about. I guess I could just narrate about something else. Yeah, just to keep the conversation moving. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to think of something to say because there's nothing to say about the gameplay itself. And we're gonna be here for a couple more minutes. So let me think. I don't know if anybody's a fan of Pokemon. I don't know. I haven't done an LP of it, so I have no clue. But yeah, at this point, Pokemon Sun and Moon has been out. And there's been a lot of controversy over the fact that people have been using a clickbait to basically get a lot of views on YouTube. Now, if anybody doesn't know what clickbaiting is, basically you put like a... Oh, the most popular example is when you put a picture of maybe a hentai or a very beautiful lady on the front of your videos as the what do you call them? Well, basically when you watch a video on YouTube and you look maybe like a search bar, well, the search bar picks up this video and maybe it has like a picture of something of sorts, and you use that, you know, to get views. Now, the most popular version of clickbaiting is obviously using sexy images to get likes, because I mean, a lot of people are perverted like that. So, but recently with Pokemon Sun and Moon, a lot of channels have been growing because of the fact that they've been using clickbait, and by that I mean, obviously a lot of people love Pokemon. Game Freak and Nintendo have done a very good job of getting new followers with, you know, Pokemon X and Y and Omega Ruby. And obviously there's a lot of old veterans that enjoy Pokemon, they're huge fans. So obviously you want to know more about this new region. So we haven't heard too much about it, other than the what the name is of the region and maybe your partners. But we haven't seen too much of Pokemon. You don't know if there's going to be a new typing, or maybe they've already released the images of the starter evolutions. Not even if maybe there are other Pokemon other than just the starters and legendaries. So, what a lot of people have been doing is maybe, let's say, they put on the title screen, Pokemon Sun and Moon, new Pokemon, right? you know, maybe it's a discussion of sorts. Maybe they're looking at the trailer or something. But instead of putting maybe an image of something that's already been confirmed or that is legit, they might put fan art. And I mean, fan art is not bad. That's not where the issue is coming from. It's the fact that many YouTubers are putting in fan art like Mega Jinx fan art. A lot of people want a Mega Jinx because, you know, there's or at least a evolution of Jinx because of the whole Electivire and Magmortar's evolution. So, you know, you kind of understand that, and people are like, oh, but the title doesn't really say if it's like legit or if it's true. So they put that image of Mega Jinx on the thumbnail. And what this causes is you don't really know if that is confirmed, if that is something that has been if it's fact. So the only way you can really know is, well, if you click the video, unless you decide to do your own research. And a lot of people, I mean, you come to YouTube for that information because you don't have time to do that research. So you don't realize, oh, this art is actually a fan art. It's not actually confirmed. And I mean, it's not gonna trick veterans, but it will trick maybe newcomers who might be the new generation of Pokemon fans. You know, I mean, that's why Nintendo has been trying to release these new 3DS games with not as much difficulty because they were thinking of trying to get new people. So what this does is you click the video and you feel and nothing really comes up. You find out later on that it was fan art. It was fake. But by that point, it doesn't really matter. You already clicked it, so you already have views, which makes it easier for other people to find your videos. And you also have and it's possible that, you know, if they want that information, they might have stick through the whole video because you never know. Maybe at the end is when you spoke about what was happening. But this is the real problem. You're tricking people into clicking your videos, giving out information that is possibly even like, if you're gonna make theories or opinions, it's good to say that, hey, that's what I'm thinking, not make it sound like it's fact. But the videos themselves already have make it sound like it doesn't say prediction, it doesn't say hopes of, you know, maybe this is what it should have. No, you say this is what it has. And that's where a lot of people, especially a lot of PokeTubers, have been guilty of. They put a lot of clickbaiting, and you know, there are times when you might put an image and you weren't intentionally trying to clickbait, but it really was. But it wasn't the intention, of course. But for this, you put a lot of, like, they already released the starters, but they haven't released any evolutions of any of the starters. So what this means is they're using a lot of fan art or putting up images of things that Game Freak or Nintendo haven't already stated. So a lot of these PokeTubers are getting famous, they're getting more subscribers, because, I mean, obviously you're going to subscribe to somebody that has all the info. But unfortunately, this info is false. So there's been a huge debate. A lot of PokeTubers have been clashing heads. I mean, usually, if it's an online argument, usually the argument, you know, ends with, oh, we both disagree on this, we're both maybe guilty, maybe we're both right. Let's just agree to disagree and split up. That's usually how it ends. But a lot of subscribers, you know, get personal. Like, they feel that if you criticize the people that they follow, it's a criticism on themselves, and it's been causing a lot of issues amongst people. I might make a video on that, of the whole PokeTuber or clickbait for my other channel, but that's basically the idea. But finally, we're getting into some storyline here. So John is here apparently.
A friend of my enemy is also my enemy, be it witch or saint.
So apparently John. Now this segment is going to be difficult because I am damaged. I am not at full health. This is what I hate about Bayonetta. It doesn't even give you a chance to heal. So.
Between us, there was a law that was never to be broken.
Plus, John is stronger, and there will now be environmental effects on the battle. As you realize, she's throwing missiles out there, and these missiles are going to get into our fights. So let's see, what are they talking about? So now Bayonetta's going to understand that the child that they're talking about is her. That her parents were the ones that caused the events that led up to the war.
The disaster this caused sent the clans into a spiral of chaos.
Kind of bizarre, to be honest.
Felt to this day.
Like I don't understand why just having a number which would create this disorder.
You, the half-breed of light
Because I mean,
are at the center
they could have decided just to forgive him.
allowing you to continue to exist is a danger that cannot be accepted.
And I mean, Bayonetta's not the one that caused. She wasn't the direct cause of these events.
Eyes of the world
I mean, it was the Lumen Sages who decided to start the war. So I don't understand why they're blaming Bayonetta for this.
By the left eye. Our treasured left eye.
But she possesses the powers of the left eye. She actually inherited those powers from her own mother, whom had the left eye. So the clan's leader does not necessarily have the left eye. It tends to fall into the Umbra Witch that is the strongest and most righteous.
That you are brought to an end.
So apparently they want to kill Bayonetta because what she's saying is she's causing all this chaos.
To protect the treasures of the clan.
All right, she wants the left eye for herself apparently.
It means burning every inch of this island to a crisp.
Again, Luca somehow managed to get a vehicle. Okay, so he managed to get onto the lion, get a vehicle, jump off a building that was high enough for him to get to this building. I mean, I know it's a video game, but it kind of sometimes makes me question what is Luca doing throughout this entire thing. Like, how long does this conversations last? Uh-oh. So John's trying to stop him. Unfortunately, she already did. When the missiles were targeting them. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Time is of the essence. This can wait.
Oh, that witch is going to pay. I was trying to say that very epically, and I sound so tired and defeated right now. All right, guys. Maybe I am though. That might be the problem. I'm waiting to see if I can get better, just so I don't have another session where I sound all groggy. Alright, now, why am I using Bazillions instead of Katana? Because with the Bazillions I can do much more higher combinations, plus I'm having an easier time blocking each attack. Keep attacking her, don't let up at all. I'm using every attack that I can to actually keep a combination going. Like, that is your goal. Always have a combination going. Blocker, at this point I already have a block attack. Dodge every attack, but at the same time keep attacking her, because even in this animation, they're actually fighting, so don't let up. If you let her start her combinations, you're gonna have a very difficult time defeating her. So apparently John is finally gonna get serious. So, she's an Umbra Witch. It's finally confirmed. Okay. Keep the fight going. Throughout the fight, you're gonna have to evade these missiles. So keep your guard up. There we go. Don't let up, don't let up. Shoot. I thought she was gonna try to block me, but I guess she just went for an attack. Look at her movements. If at this point you already learned Bayonetta's movements, you should be able to predict what John is gonna do. However, when it comes to the summonings, you have to guess that completely on your own. Alright, I'm taking too much damage. Let's see. How do I want to fix this? Alright, guys. But with that being said, you know what? I'm gonna end the episode off right here. Next episode, we're going to continue the fight with John, and hopefully get to the bottom of all this. Why are they attacking us? Who is this benefactor, this Lumen Sage that apparently survived the war? And hopefully maybe even find Cereza and Luca if they survive. Maybe they didn't, because that missile really did come at them. So, if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe and comment on my videos. They really do help, and it gives me feedback on how I can improve. Like, for example, I already realized that I should probably have taken some cold medicine before doing this. Oh well. But with that being said, I'm going to end the episode right here. I'll see you guys later. Bye.